Hey everyone, it's Mayra Zamora here. As you can see from the beginning of the video, today's prompt is clouds or nubes. I'm very excited because I decided to do something a little different than what I usually do. I decided to bust out my charcoals, and I have not worked with charcoals I think since probably maybe undergraduate school. I play around with them every now and then with the kids, but it's been a long time since I've personally done a project with using charcoal, so I'm super excited. This is going to be a cool project today because if you can and if you have access and if it's safe to go outside, then I highly recommend that you do this project outdoor. I went out there earlier today. I have a beautiful backyard. It's basically the view of Oso Bay, and I was going to sit out there with my easel and do this live and then just draw it out, but the clouds aren't as fluffy as I wanted them. So what I'm going to do for this project, and you're going to see later on in time lapse, is I ended up using a photo reference, but unfortunately you can't really see. This is going to be a good project for you to practice foreground, background, and of course the horizon line. But for now, let's take a look at today's work of art that I created. Alright, welcome back, and thank you for viewing the time-lapse video of the thing that I created today. Like I said, I wanted to challenge myself today, so I decided to do this particular project using charcoal. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, this is a great opportunity to practice utilizing the foreground, background, and the horizon line. And of course, things that are further away are going to get smaller, and things that are closer to you get larger. And typically, this is the end result. And I was also focusing a lot on mark making and scratch making. I was just thinking back to Lauren Baker's project. So, I watch these videos too, and I try to get inspired as well. And I actually learned a lot. I learned a lot also in Lauren's face project that she did. But typically when you're doing a realistic imagery or a landscape, usually you start with your horizon line, but as you saw in the video, I decided to draw it with this little hill, and then I worked my way back, and I decided to do the clouds last. I always recommend, and art teachers will tell you this all the time, to always start light and then you add your shadows and you get darker, or you can erase with an eraser. And you saw there also in the video too that I used just a little toallita, a little paper towel, just to give it a little smudge. And I had a really good time doing this. It didn't take me very long. And then whenever you do clouds, I like my clouds fluffy, almost like marshmallows. It's it's kind of cool to go outside too and pick out forms, or if you see any figures in the clouds. So like I said, I like to do it fluffy, and I started out really light, and then I went back, and I wanted to add a shadow at the bottom just so I can give it more dimension, a little bit of weight, just to make it more round. So I get to see this view every day, so when the opportunity came up to do a cloud project, I was totally like, yeah, let's do it. But now let me share with you a very private piece that I believe no one has ever seen except for my family. Alright, so you just saw a photograph of the image that I'm going to show you that it's very private. It's a little painting that I did, and I'm pretty sure I was probably about 12 years old, and it just so happens that it fell into today's prompt of clouds. and you can see that it's very weathered, it's very old. It was sitting outside of my parents' garage, and then one day I finally told my mom, can I take it with me back to Corpus? And she was like, yeah, of course you can take it with you. And also at the end of the video, I'm going to share another example that includes some clouds that I actually showed last week in the Ojo Eye prompt. The Instagram live feed via @KSpaceArt Lab is, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some color to the charcoal piece because I feel it needs a little bit more, and then that way I can interact with you guys. So I hope to see you August 16th Sunday at 4:30 p.m. to answer your questions live and just to see what you guys created. And remember to follow us, tag us, DM us at @KSpaceArtLab, and also use the hashtag Summer Art Challenge so we can repost all of your great creations, and you guys are doing a great job. I will see you guys on Thursday at 4:30 p.m. And we are going to be doing hearts, but yet again, this is a daily art prompt, so come and visit us every day at 4:30, and see y'all later. Have a good one. Bye, y'all.